Hi, I'm Ellen, and welcome to day 20 of Vlog Every Day in April. Today's topic is normalizing intuition. And this is going to piggyback a little bit on yesterday's episode, which was Intuition Every Day. So if you haven't seen that yet, you might want to pause this and see yesterday's installment, which I will link to in the descriptions below, and then come back here and watch this one. Okay? Here's your pause opportunity. Okay, so normalizing intuition. Wow, so my guides are so ready to talk, and let me see if they want me to introduce them or do anything. No, I'll let them go to it and we'll go from there. And ask yourself, why would it be that we would even have Ellen broach the subject of normalizing intuition? Why is it necessary to do this? Because we notice that intuition is considered something that is as though separate from the human life, is as though not truly a part of the human experience, when in fact it is meant to be the backbone of the human experience. We notice that when we created this opportunity for all to be here on Earth and experience this experiment, we instilled within everyone the capabilities of the intuition and all that it entails, and intended that they would find their way to these abilities. Most have not. We feel that it is necessary for those who have to be more forward, to be more public with their intuitive selves. In this way, it becomes more normal. It is not as though it is something which is accomplished in a dark room with a crystal ball and candles and a person wearing cloaks and beads and large earrings and speaking in a way that is unnatural. It is about being yourself at a more soulful level. Yeah, and when they were talking about a person in a dark room with a crystal ball and the candles, what they were showing me visually was truly a caricature of what we might consider someone who does intuitive or psychic work. You know, the sort of people that were shown perhaps in TV shows or in movies to really make a point of showing a stark difference between the person who has come to receive information and the person who has access to that information. It somehow makes that person with access special, different, when in fact they are no special and no more different than the person who has come to ask for the information. Now, that's not to say that taking on a persona is a bad thing. It's just that in some cases it may perpetuate this myth that intuition is something for behind closed doors. Intuition needs to step into the daylight. Intuition needs to step into the spotlight. Intuition needs to come to a point where it's no longer considered apart or special or different, where it's accepted as another one of our natural senses, which it already is. When, go ahead. My guides are going to speak again. When this occurs, when people are more accepting and more willing to express themselves intuitively, imagine that it will be as though giving permission to others to do the same. We wish that this were not necessary. However, humans with their egos have created this disconnection, and so now there is need to rebuild the connection, to create, you might call it, a bridge. Yeah, and by the way, the bridge they showed me was a rainbow bridge. That was very cool. It had the structures, the posts and everything, but it had a definite rainbow quality to it, which was fun. So thank you for that visual. Oh, go ahead. We noticed as well that we would ask for you to ask yourself why you might consider intuition something that you would wish to keep to yourself. Why would you not wish to share your insights, your wisdom, your visions, what you hear, what you taste, smell, what you know that is not of the physical realm? Yeah. Anything else to say about that? Oh my gosh. And also, we would want you to be aware of how you allow others to speak of intuition as you are with them. It is though if you are a person who, when you hear another speaking in a derogatory fashion of other women, men, colors, that you do not say anything. We notice that it is that you must speak up. And it is the same with intuition. If there are those who are being derogatory of intuition, it is for you to speak up. Ask them why they say these things. Ask them what is their deal. Ooh, my spirit guides are on a tangent today, which is fine. So, yeah, we might think that the comparison they brought up, which is, about people being racist or sexist and us just sitting back and not saying anything, maybe being really uncomfortable with it and yet not wanting to rock the boat, with doing the same thing around intuition, anything to do with intuition. And it would be easy and convenient to say that one has nothing to do with the other, and certainly the first is way more important than the other, and that isn't the case. And that speaks, I believe, to the importance of normalizing intuition. We are in the throes of this huge ascension process. We're in an energetic vibration that is pushing us to up level vibrationally. And part of that is being more forthright about our intuitive abilities and skills. And it's one of those, though, I feel like we're definitely going to have another message. The energies are changing, however, so I'm not sure who's going to be speaking. Let me see if they're ready. Are you ready? Not yet. They're still moving. Oh, yeah. So, what was I saying? Yeah, talking about the ascension and how intuition okay, they're ready, so I'll let them take over. Goodness, I don't know who's going to talk, so we'll see. Buddha, And who are you to suppose that intuition is something that is not a part of you? Who are you to assume intuition is a separate entity of the human experience when we have provided you with this energy, when we have consecrated you with intuitive abilities? We have need for you to put aside your human ego, which says intuition is separate, and accept it as who you are, how you be. Okay. Buddha hasn't come through in a while. So, I don't know what else to say about that. It didn't feel like he was admonishing, to be clear, with his phrasing. It feels like it was more about, go ahead, we noticed that it was necessary to be clear. We no longer can be gentle with our approach. We can no longer put a way of comfort upon the human before bringing through what they feel they are unprepared for. It is no longer able to be held back. We are in a turning point during which there must be a full and complete acceptance and opening for intuition. Wow. So yes, as I was saying, there's nothing admonishing here. However, the purposeful nature of the energy behind Buddha's message, and thank you, Buddha, by the way, I can feel the energy is switching out again, is powerful. I mean, I can really feel it in my body. I could feel that intention, the solidity of it in my physical being. And one of my guides in the background while Buddha was speaking said, "We aren't pussyfooting around anymore," which backs up what Buddha was saying. And I'll invite you, as I'm going to do with myself, to inquire as to what's changing right now that has pushed us to this precipice and is precipitating this need to talk about intuition and act within intuition in this way now, more than we have been, if we have been. What is changing right now? Feel into that, because we will personalize that story, as I just heard, for each of us, even though there's a collective reason for it. I'm wondering if we're going to be told the collective reason. No. I will say that the tone of it, though, it does feel a little urgent, I would say. So, sheesh. Anything else to say about normalizing intuition? No. I'm wondering why I'm being shown Josh Groban. I'm seeing Josh Groban's face. Why am I seeing Josh Groban's face? Is that related? We noticed that in the way of a singer, A singer does not sing just in the shower. A singer does not sing just upon the stage. A singer will sing given any opportunity because they are a singer. Ah. So yeah, I mean, it's unlikely that we would find Josh Groban sitting at a restaurant table and, just singing to himself or something. And yet at the same time, isn't it easy to imagine that because he can sing, he probably sings while he's cleaning up his house? If he likes to garden, he would probably be singing while he's gardening. Don't you suppose that he has playlists that he sings along to when he's taking a walk or exercising? He isn't just going to sing when he's performing for an audience. He doesn't need an audience to sing because singing is his calling. And not to say that intuition is our calling per se. Intuition is much deeper than that. And I would say for someone like Josh Groban, singing is much deeper than that for him too. He feels it at a soul level as well as a cellular level. Same thing with intuition. Soul level and cellular level. Okay? Thank you for that great analogy. Anything else to say about this? Oh boy, okay. So, I'd love to know what you think about normalizing intuition. I'd love to know what you feel about Buddha's message and where that's coming from, why it's coming at this time, why that sense of urgency. What are you feeling personally? What are you feeling collectively? I'd love to know. Oh boy. Actually, do you have something else to say? Hold on. Perhaps it will also be wise to consider how you are feeling about Earth. Yeah. For me, that would be a natural inquiry. For you, perhaps it wouldn't occur to you, but as you are approaching this self-inquiry, inquire about how that message may be connected to Earth specifically, the planet specifically. Forget about her inhabitants. Concentrate on the planet herself and notice what you feel. Okay? Until next time, you take really good care. Lots of love.